Alright, yeah, you guys rested. You guys ate. If you guys want to take some of that soup or not, you can. It now has a different effect as the troll took pieces of the Hydra head that you dragged along with you and added it to the stew.
I am definitely taking the soup.
Yeah.
What do you have to roll?
Alright. Anybody who takes the soup, of course, roll a D100, and I'll let you know the stats or changes.
Kane's a vegetarian, so...
Dang it.
I got 85.
A 25?
85.
80? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so you get nothing really special other than that you can now breathe fire.
That's all.
It's a permanent thing. I can breathe fire. Or is it temporary?
It's 24 hour.
So Ripkin is still feeling so good from the last time that he takes a big slurp of some soup. 56.
So,
A fun one.
Is it due to eating the soup? Do I regain a hit point again?
Yes. And 56 little doodles. And okay. Yeah, 56. So you gain a bonus of +2 to your luck and agility. And you get +4 to hit.
Ooh, is that for 24 hours?
24 hours.
All right. +2 to luck and agility and to hit. +4 to hit. That's pretty good.
Well, Fenric's almost back to full health. 2 hit points from full health.
Yeah.
And Kane didn't roll anything and attained a sense of moral superiority by being a vegetarian.
You of course need to let everyone know you're a vegetarian. That's part of the the ritual.
I now randomly breathe fire.
No, you beef fire.
I breathe. It says breathe fire as a thing for 24 hours.
Fenric says to Jarek Hillfinger, "You are very kind to us, and I'm very grateful." And he holds up the bowl and drinks it with the Hydra head in it.
Get Hydra eye in your stew. Yummy.
In Floridia, they eat the whole Hydra, you know.
Yeah.
They don't waste any of it.
Of course they do.
First you gotta suck out the eyes, and then...
Hydra eyes are a delicacy in Florida.
Yeah. Pickled, though.
Yes. What was your result?
I'm sorry, 43. I'm sorry.
No worries. 43. Alright, so you get a... Oh! Huh, I should have had that backwards. You get a +4 to agility, and a +3 to... intelligence. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure intelligence is not...
And that's to the big number, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Your ability score.
Ability score. Gotcha.
And you get an extra 10 feet to your movement, too. There you go, 40 feet.
Is there anybody selling stuff around here? Like I'll mark it. Can I try to buy some like questionable liquids? Is there anybody selling questionable liquids?
No, other than the ants, who some are lined up for the stew, and others are... Since you guys rested, more of the debris has been cleared, and...
And there's no shady guy that's like, hey, want to buy a watch?
No, there's no, like, Resident Evil 4 merchant some guy in a trench coat telling things.
Okay. Alright. Just keeping an eye out. You never know.
Yeah. There is, however, upon waking up, there are 3 other adventurers here. And they are sitting around with panic. And actually asking him if he's seen the scepter or does he know what's going on here. And from this you can hear like Hannick barely knows anything. He knows that it's flooded and that he's stuck here. And that the only people who've seen the scepter are you. And that if anybody came up with the scepter, he doesn't know. Nobody has came wandering in with the scepter back to this main nest hub. So if they don't have it, then maybe the Reapers do. And
The king guy has the scepter, right?
well, you have Kane has the other rod of rulership. They're talking about the the Mantalavian.
The king guy, the guy, the insect dude that we saw. He had the scepter, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the one that was going downstream.
I mean, you don't know where he went.
So I thought we were going to meet that guy. Isn't he here? Or
Maybe.
What do these
Just Panic
adventurers look like?
Oh yes, the adventure. There's 3 of them. And there's one that's a human woman wearing plate mail, carrying a shield with a long sword. Although it's forged in a way you do not know. It glows bright, like a brightly white, along with a sheen on her plate mail that looks like a there's engravings on it. Some look like Sphinx, others Griffin, things like that. The other one is a...
well, it seems like we've reached a perfect time. These guys seem very capable. Why don't we just go home and relax?
Well, yeah.
Go
They're
ahead.
in panic, for goodness sakes.
Go ahead, please.
I am trying to... Oh, there's another one who it doesn't really give me any any kind of description about it.
Must be a ranger.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just a cloak.
Cooked figure.
It's just an invisible guy who can't remove his cloak.
weird, because I don't really have any information about this one.
Okay, that one's an eldritch horror.
Some
that
kind of
makes
eldritch
sense.
horror carrying a sling, a mace, and has no AC. So I guess AC 10.
Just doesn't have armor class.
It just says AC 0.
Oh, that's that's 20, armor class 20. It's the inverse of a 20.
Oh,
So you take 20
Oh,
and
yeah.
subtract what that says.
yeah, freaking Thaco.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so apparently they have something better, I guess full plate, because it gives me no description about this person at all. Not even a race.
Wow.
But then the next one is an Inrahir, or an Ein Harrier.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got a Viking
Ghost Viking.
Viking guy.
It's a ghost Viking.
Ghost Viking. There's a Ghost Viking in chainmail with a shield. And he also has a mace. And then they're just accompanied by some eldritch horror that, upon looking at it, seems invisible to the naked eye, I guess. Dear God.
It's ineffable. Just
You just can't comprehend its shape.
Oh,
Only the things that here.
look at this ineffable, invisible eldritch horror. This could be helpful. Hello. I wave at them with my
Yay.
floral shirt on.
Yeah, you four definitely catch their attention.
Of course.
And yeah, they come walking up to you. The first one, the female, introduces herself as Carbonon, and she asks, "What are you doing here? Who are you with?"
we can ask you the same question. And
Well,
also, we've got an outfit. Can you not? Like, we're together. That was the point. Did it not work?
it's like, who sent you? Are you the saboteurs?
No, we were sent by like some sort of divine authority or some shit like that.
The inn harrier, the ghost Viking, introduces himself as Delos, and he tries to calm her down a bit. It's like, look at these four. Do they look like they've been here long enough to cause the flood? Looks like they just washed ashore like the rest of us. Probably way more over their heads than we are.
I'm sure.
And
that
then
we
those
can...
two look.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sure that we could possibly work together. We are, it seems, in a difficult situation, and it seems that the best thing that we could do is help these people.
And also, there's some cavern of deep magic. We've got to get there and help people, I guess. But deep magic.
Out of character, we do need a name, like the Knights of Pensacola, or I don't know, like something. We need a name. As a group, sometime.
Thought we were the tourist Floridians for a while.
We are the Fellowship of Floridia, are we not?
The Fellowship.
The Floridian Four.
We go by many names, actually.
yeah, we have titles.
FF team.
Screw you, Gerzog. We'll come back with titles.
Okay. All right.
The Eldritch Abomination comes up and introduces themselves as Rhea Agathanon, and he says that don't worry about those two. We were sent from Arcadia by the Sphinx. Orders from Ra himself to investigate what has been going on down here. We heard that there was a flood, and we just arrived into the city. We know of the Chamber of Deep Magic that you're seeking, but the main entrance has been flooded.
Francois. Anyway, if you're going to work with us, we're going to try and talk to this interim king fellow, right? Was that not the plan?
Yes, we were going to go over and see what general area from where the staff is going to, because we know they're trying to take it to the deep magic area, but they were trying to find a different way in, if I remember right. The news we got. Due to the main entrance way is flooded. And last time I saw, when we, after looked over Benrick, our lovely elf here tried to stop the dam from continuously leaking. Turns out the group we passed while going to the dam seems to be the group we need to follow, but we didn't realize that until now. Oh yeah, we also beat up a Hydra.
I killed a Hydra.
No, not killed, beat it up, and I pushed it back into the portal with my almighty banished.
Trying to make myself sound impressive, yeah. We did shove a Hydra through a portal, though, so you're welcome.
That's
Yes.
why the soup's that's why the soup's extra delicious.
Well, Rhea Agathanon, and Carvanon, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Fenric, and these are my friends and companions, Kane and Francois. And is Notker with us, or did he depart? We don't know. I'll say not Notker and Ripkin. I think that we should work together and travel to speak to this interim king, and from there travel to find this chamber of deep magic. And we heard you speaking to our new friend Hannick here, Ringfinger, and we have actually seen the rod, as Francois has said.
Yeah.
Well, we could go speak to whoever's in charge now. Carvanon butts in. They say we have strict orders from the Harmonian and the Sphinx to report what we have and to help shore up whatever defenses they have.
Oh yeah.
Against these frogmen.
Side note: that portal is getting open tomorrow. Guys, deep down in there that's currently closed. It doesn't look like there's a portal, but where all those corpses of underwater frog dudes, that's going to be reopening up again tomorrow. Just heads up. And the Hydra will
Very
be
low size. Says, another Hydra. I don't think I can die another time.
Who says that?
Delos.
Oh, Delos, we haven't met him yet. He didn't enter the Einhir?
He was the Ghost Viking.
It's great.
Yeah. I have to die again against the Hydra, I swear. It's Harmonian, folks.
Yeah, listen, Harmonium Schmonium, are you gonna help us, or what?
Rhea actually chimes in and says, if you are seeking to speak with the king, go right ahead. We'll stay here and batten up the hatches and see what we can do to delay the invasion as long as we can.
I'd say go try and close that portal down, and if you don't survive, then we will make use of what resources you leave behind. Anyway, have a nice evening.
Yeah, we softened it up for you, so I'm sure you'll be fine, right?
Just remember, there's a few extra heads here and there.
They'll nod. Delos smiles and says, I know how to deal with Hydra. This isn't my first go about it. Although my current state, well, say the first round didn't so well for either of us. And with that, they bow and depart towards the main gate in the courtyard to help the ants try and build a blockade.
Excuse me.
Other than that, it's just a busy day around this hub with ants building up the walls and using rubble to create choke point where there's holes and building traps. Some are making arrows out of the substance that they excrete, along with stone and wood. Others are making swords. Some are making a few others are actually making a few trebuchets.
I mean, that's a effective siege weaponry right there.
I mean, something to defend themselves with.
Yeah, I'm going to put Ripkin in a trebuchet and then make him kaiju-sized.
Just cast it while he's in midair.
As I find a way to get it exactly after I get going. Get the speed, then throw the weight in there.
Yeah. And then, let's see. The rest are making makeshift graves for their dead, which, as you can see, are just mass graves of any bodies that they could grab from the flooded section. It looks upon easily 1,000 to the west of this courtyard. And of course, to the north are more stairs leading up to the Hogwarts castle containing the king and the rest of the Mirmark.
Hogwarts.
I'm guessing it's all agreed. Everybody wants to go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, I also want to make sure that I'm like keeping an elven ear to the walls while we go through to Hogwarts, just in case there's any kind of hidden passages.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that in mind. As you guys make your way there, you guys go up more stairs. These ones are are in a lot better state than the previous set. Go up to the castle, and as I described earlier, it looks good. There's nothing too much out there. Few banners, still flying. Some kind of the Formian, which I believe that spell wore off, so I don't come back, but shit. And then a couple. I don't know if you get to really read Formian still. I know you casted your
No.
Others just depicting like the queen, simple things like. You guys get up to the top of the staircase, 100 staircase. Come to a landing and go across a bridge. The bridge is massive, easily 500 feet long, and about it's pretty large. It's enough for 2 to 3 of these large Mirmark walk shoulder to shoulder on. So I would say 30 feet wide. As you make your way across it, down below lies a massive chasm. We can essentially call it an abyss. That's just black. I could have said that. Black abyss. But anyways, yeah, you guys make your way up to the doors. There's no one guarding the doors, strangely. Seems like everybody's busy today. As you guys let yourself in, you enter this massive entryway. A foyer, I believe it. Yeah. So, still going with it. North lies the throne room, and you can see someone sitting upon this throne. Looks like just a gigantic soldier. I don't believe you guys have seen any Mirmarks yet. No. So it just looks like a massive soldier ant with a few others standing side by side, giving out orders to all of these smaller workers to part here and then left, right. some scurrying past you, some scurrying down different hallways. To the west and east, right, the hallway stretches on. Multiple doors lead into different chambers. At the end of each of them is a staircase that looks like spiraling upward, possibly even downwards. Maybe if you get closer, but all you can see is the stairs leading up. This throne room, though, is gigantic. Has stained glass windows behind it, so I could take the history that was shown carved in the walls of the what was it? Entrance hall. Kane gave everybody tourist guide info as you guys walked past or walked along. All of these depictions of this great war or battle. It's the same thing here, but it shows a great queen in the center of it, with a blazing scepter of fire, light crackling forth from these gems. The rest of the chamber has full chandeliers lighting the place, mystical blue flame, staircase. There are no other decorations other than the throne itself, which is made of stone, silver, and gold, with gems inlaid into it, to the armrest along the back. Yeah, it's not too rare. Other than that, the who you can assume easily enough is the king, is wearing this lopsided crown and trying to command everybody to follow these orders for them to look for a way out, because they don't know how much longer they can repel the Slot invader. They must look for a safe place to hide till the Slot grow bored and return back to Limbo. I haven't scared you yet with any. Oh! It was a D6, right? For the elf spot hidden doors?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a. I have a +6 to it, so I assume it's a D20 roll.
Is 20 or 20? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a skill check.
Yeah, you both can
Oh, yeah. +4 and
int. So I got a 19 anyway, if you were saying to make the roll.
oof, that one.
Oh, I saw that.
Nice.
Not good.
What happened?
I I got a nat 1, and I'm just awed at the splendor of this place, and so curious that I'm completely oblivious to any secrets that might otherwise be obvious to me.
All right. This goes a little bit off the book, but from the throne, Kane can see that there looks like a secret door a little behind the chair itself to the left. It's blending in ever so slightly with the rest of the dark around these massive dirt and stone walls that make up Ant Hogwarts.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess I'll keep that hush just for now. I'll tell my buddies as soon as it's appropriate to do so. Just there's people around. Is that person that we can see, is that the king dude, or what we assume is the king dude from before? Does he have the rod?
He, pacing. He's now pacing.
You cut out there.
You got out.
Cue elevator music. Da, da, da.
I have elevator
There we go.
music.
Hey,
This is it right
Yeah,
here.
the king is just pacing back and forth.
There we go. Anyways.
Okay.
Everybody loves elevator music.
but yeah, we will. Is that the king dude that we saw before with the rod? Has he got the rod?
No, this ant does not have the rod, but he does have a crown. And he's pacing back and forth very quickly, shoving the other ants out of the way and whispering or mumbling something. So it's like,
Greetings. We are who we are. I'm Kane. This is Fenric, Rick King, Francois.
Hello.
the king snaps to attention and looks towards you, and so does his guard. They say,
Oh.
welcome.
We seek an audience.
Says, indeed, you have much to say. Welcome to the court of Ambiences, where you shall be judged.
You what? Why are we going to be judged? We killed a bunch of slod for you and shoved a bloody Hydra back in a portal.
Who
We
has,
even tried to help with the dam, but we couldn't.
who has the highest intelligence?
Probably me.
Got a 16
How about
currently.
13?
Me and Fenric are equally small. I have a 16.
Alright, you can all make a roll for, I'm going to say an intelligent perception check.
Man, my rolls.
Just an intelligence check.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
You got a 15. Total.
Okay. If anybody else gets above 15, what you spot as this king snaps to attention and he raises his arm to point at you, there's a flicker in his form. And where an ant hand was, for a split second, you see what looks like a goat.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's an ant guy.
I agree.
I'll just reflexively, I'll say, reveal your true form, you masquerading, nincompoop. I'm gonna go cast color spray and try and shock it.
Oh,
You know,
shit,
maybe
I better
it'll-
stab.
I'm prepared to get ready with Banish.
Oh, we should have went and got those people. The goat people were at war with the lizard people. I remember that on the murals.
Yeah. I don't, but good point, Ross.
You literally rolled so you can tell us that.
Yeah. Look, I just spout the stuff. I'm granted the knowledge, through divine. Like I'm not, I'm just the catalyst
Okay.
So
Frickin' has no idea what's going on, but he saw that flicker and he's like, "Oh, we're doing this." Okay.
I got a 14. So I mean, it says up to 2 targets, but I'm just targeting this guy. He's gonna make a will save or be blinded.
Okay, as you all are doing
I'm
this,
really just hoping it shocks him.
yeah, we'll see. There is a save, isn't there? I forget.
Yeah, will save.
Wow, they critically failed with a 1.
Ooh, nice. And
Okay.
I got my mystical face for 3 rounds. I don't know if blinding them has shocked them or done anything to the magic, but
Just the Floridia man flesh face appears for a few minutes. Again, just wakes him up. Yeah, so all of this is going on at once. He's pointing at you, and the mirror marks, these massive, bigger than soldier Formians with halberds and swords come to your attention and try to charge, but as you cast color spray and hit Demonsic, this so-called king, it actually does shock whatever they are doing, and the illusion dissipates, revealing this Demonsic is no Formian. He is a female barrier.
goat centaur.
Oh no. It is a female. I know the boobs.
Yes.
Are they still wearing a crown, or is the crown part of the illusion too?
No, they're still wearing the crown among their top their horn.
Well,
And she looks shocked.
I'm blinded for 4 rounds.
To try and stab and take that horn and whip the crown off the horn.
All right. Yeah, I think you can make it through. The rest of the mirror marks haven't noticed just yet, as they're all facing you. And she says, "Imposters, get them!" As you come up to try and stab or grab the crown.
Okay, so
I don't know if there's any kind of bonus for her being blind, but she blind.
She's blind.
my deed did not go off. So it's 17 to hit with all those bonuses, thanks to stuff it says. That seems weird.
Ripped. Don't rip too hard. we might want to get some information out of this goat thing.
So you're doing some damage. So how much damage did you roll?
8 points of damage. Plus 1, because I didn't. It's not including my deed die, so 9 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you run up there and you try and grab the crown but fail and stab her. Really slice her across the arm and wound her pretty badly. And yeah, she is bleeding. It looks like you hit an artery and she's bleeding out.
Oh.
She's still going to try and run away.
Is she moving out of range so I can get another
she's
attack
also
in?
blinded, isn't she?
She's blinded, but she's trying to... She's been here a little while, so she knows where the throne, like the layout of the land. So she's attempting to get out of there as she's stumbling and holding her arm and trying to get away. You guys can attempt again. There's one last attempt and then we'll roll for initiative.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and be doing non-lethal damage to hit her. So if I can,
Are we trying to get the crown? Is that what we're doing?
That's what I'm trying. My deed is to try and knock the crown off her head. I'm trying to do non-lethal damage, and the deed would be to knock it off her head if I hit. So.
Well, I want to summon a flying creature then, if we're doing things.
And that time my deed did go off.
Oh, nice.
For 23 to hit, the deed went off, and that's actually should be 1d5 points of damage, or 1d5 plus, because I did subdual damage, so it goes down a die on the damage. But
Yeah, so like you plunge forward and strike her with the trying to think of the word for it. The side of your
Pommel?
sword. Not
Mhm.
pommel, the flat the blunt end
Flat
of
of
those.
it. Yeah,
Oh.
not the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, and you whack her across the back of her head, and the crown goes falling off, crack. And with that, you see magic dispel from the crown, and all the mirror marks kind of fall, lose their footing and fall to the ground before slowly getting back up. And with that, that was quicker than I thought. You guys have stopped the major plot. Well, the minor plot in this adventure so far.
That's no king.
That's a queen.
That's no king, it's a queen!
It's not even a queen. It's invader, imposter. It's not even an ant.
Monkus.
All right, so yeah, so now that you guys, there's no combat.
All right. Is this goat lady still alive?
You're still alive.
All right. Ripkin, interrogation time. I don't know if you're, or do you only
Where's
stab?
the
I can interrogate too. I'm sure. I
Wait. I can use paralysis.
That doesn't help.
You can't tell. Well,
Keep them from moving.
as I clearly showed, I can also smack them around sometimes instead of just stabbing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know how convincing that is, but can knock her back unconscious if we revive her.
Here you go. Just adding to your resume. Stabbing and slapping. Alright. So I'll let you guys do 5 questions with her before we move on to the next part. As she holds a lot of information.
To be fair, I have no idea what's happening, so I wouldn't know
Okay.
what questions to ask. It's like, I can interrogate.
Where did you send the rod of rulership?
Yeah, you heard. You heard him.
Well, what does she want with the rod? The mantle avian scepter?
Yes.
She says that she needed it. That it was a component in her spell. And her lackey, one of these minuscule ant creatures, has not returned with it yet. They were supposed to go charge it in the Chamber of Deep Magic, but they haven't returned. See. Yeah. She introduces herself as Gundarania.
Gundarandia, what spell are you doing? What is your purpose here? Why would you do this? Wait, don't kill her yet. I hold my hand up to the nearby, I didn't even notice Ripkin. Ripkin's like, oh, sorry. I was holding my hand up to the ant people, but Ripkin's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh.
Yeah, you guys either.
Yeah.
The mirror marks are waiting their turn as they're recovering. You ask her that, and she says she was here looking for the Chamber of Deep Magic. She has a plan to become immortal, but to complete the ritual, she needed the stone and the Montelavian scepter, and at least a month of privacy inside the Chamber of Deep Magic. But she's only arrived a few days ago after the flooding, and has been looking for a second way in ever since.
Where is the chamber?
She says the normal directions wouldn't help, but it's back out of the city nest and further along past the mine. The shortcut, the main passage to it from the throne room to the chamber is completely flooded and useless. And so she's been sending out soldiers and workers to try and find a second way in.
And wait, she said before that she sent someone supposed to come back with the rod. They'd gone to the chamber, so somebody.
You get a charge.
It's probably we'll probably find that along the way, hopefully.
Yeah, well, she sent them out to like find another way in, but to also charge it. So if they found a way in, she has no idea yet. No one has came back and has reported back in.
Don't forget we knocked off the crown opera
And
head.
what else is
Doesn't have to be-
necessary in? Like, is there anything else we need to do in the chamber other than spend a month in there? For this spell of yours for immortality.
She cackles as she says, "Those secrets die with her." She knows that she will be sentenced to death by the Miramar if they even survive the Slod. To put some leadership back into the Slod, but ever since this dark corruption that magic users can sense, which is a corruption that the Lilindi talked about, it's been hard, and that she required the scepter to even get anybody to recognize her as the king or queen. So she's not here to really hurt anybody, and that all she wanted to do was use the chamber to become immortal.
Yeah. How's that not hurting anyone? Nobody should be immortal. Except, well, maybe me, but still.
As who knows if the Slot's plan has been projecting her spirit out in the limbo through the Queen's private chamber. She says that in 3 days there'll be enough Slot here to flood the city with bodies, and that without the rod and without anywhere else to go, the Formians may become extinct.
Who here is then in charge? And I look around to all the other Formians that are left.
Most of the Miramar back away, except for one. He introduces himself as Norma. Now he's the Queen's personal guard. But ever since this imposter came in, he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Other than that, the place has been flooded. That was the last of his memories before he got his mind clouded over with whatever spell controlled him.
Yeah. Rifkin, if you put that crown on, do you then control the spiders, the ant people? That's the question, right?
Oh, that's controls thing.
You got the crown off of the hands. No, we're not doing that all over again.
But it shattered.
This is dangerous.
What?
Dangerous. If
It
this
shattered.
Oh, it shattered.
Oh, it shattered. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you knocked it off her head.
Oh, it did.
Shattered.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how the
Flagging at
spell
it.
fell.
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
stated. Okay.
Monarch,
You emancipated them.
Oh man.
So,
More Mark. we we are we're a group of people that are here to help. It's obvious that we must go to the Chamber of Deep Magic at once. There's a group here from Arcadia. We'll alert them, but you should know that there is a portal beyond the pools. It holds a terrible monster, which my friend here was able to close the portals and put them into for now. But as soon as those portals open, this invasion, it will continue. And also out of character, do you tell us about the secret door now? Or is that Mark? Remember?
Yeah. But at first, I think we have one more question to ask this lady. So Kane will say, "Oh yeah, and one more thing. What would you like us to write on your tombstone?"
She says that she got away. And with that, she casts
Plane shift.
polymorph.
Polymorph. Oh, okay.
Yeah, polymorph.
Polymorph?
What are you doing out? What do you think you're going to get out of here?
Doggo.
Go away.
It's good on you.
No, go,
She came
just
in
go away.
vague.
Get out of here. Yeah, go back in there.
Oh, don't.
She tries to turn into a. Actually, I don't know what happened or what she was trying to transform in, as the spell critically fails.
Oh no!
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And she dies.
That's what happens to every one of my monsters every time I cast a spell, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It critically failed, so she can
That's
be an
beautiful.
amalgamation of different things. For all we
Yeah.
know.
She dies an agonizing death as half of her body transforms to an amalgam of different creatures, and the other half stays a barrier.
May you now live forever in the afterlife. Good riddance. And Kane sheds a tear. That's just how people speak at funerals in Florida.
I thought one of the punishments you have for losing an arm and also burning quite a few spells, you now cry blood, technically.
Well, I sweat blood. I don't know if I cry blood now, but I don't have pupils or irises, so it would be appropriate, I guess. I'm convinced that I will just be a monstrous thing by the end of the campaign. I'll be truly weird. I'll have scales.
You'll have you'll still have the Floridian man sticking out of your chest with the hooves for feet. And
Hopefully, I can separate Floridia Man from myself. And make a little homunculus. Well, I'll have to do some research.
yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of scrape a little couple.
I need interdimensional bath salts from a
Bath salts. Bath salts. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those bath salt zombies. It's dangerous.
They inhabit the.
Hey, the ones that are wearing camo, dude. Jesus Christ, you can't even see those things.
Exactly. They're dangerous.
Ghillie
Alright.
suits and shit.
So
Yeah. Let's
wait. I missed. I picked up a dog. So and then we started talking about mutating. So what when she failed her spell, what happened?
Half of her polymorphed into different animals, while the other half is just
That's awesome.
normal.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing that like the thing. That's what I kind of imagined, is that she just kind of
I hope she had
That's
like
exactly what.
either a villainous voice or a real good Karen voice. One of the two. Like, ha ha!
I would imagine a mix
You
of the
you
two.
can, yeah you can write that she escaped, and then like all of a sudden she just has like an octopus lower half.
Just dies an agonizing death on the ground. Like God.
All right. Well, we need the servants of Ra of Arcadia. We need them to help us. And then we need to
do
go.
Oh
we,
yeah,
though?
we need to help
There's
them out
some
with
immortality
making a
shit
better
involved
defense.
now.
Wait,
Yeah,
what'd you say?
Can we trust
Anna?
we need to alert everyone about the Hydra incident because it's getting bust out soon.
Well, I did tell him that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
they. And I just think really I just want to try to make one more plea to Jarek Hillfinger that he should go with us because I like him and he makes good soup.
You can try. So what's left of this adventure? What's really left is to find the scepter, charge it, bring it back to, I'm guessing, Norvac at this point. Unless later on, if you guys, if the Queen is still alive, you could bring her back here and
No, we're
get-
gonna make Jorik the king of the ants.
They need at least a ruler so there's not as much chaos. And
Yeah.
eventually get the dam fixed, for goodness sakes. It's still leaking.
And I'm curious
Yes.
about this door. Like what's going on with the door? Do you tell us about it?
the door.
I'm eager.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll mention that.
Okay, yeah, so this door, it looks, it almost blends in except for the little outcropping that Kane noticed, and that now you'll all notice once he mentioned it. And it's this large door, about 7 feet high and 8 feet wide. And it's just sitting, slightly to the left, but behind the throne room, almost where, or by the throne, about 6 feet from Godarina's body. Back here, if you guys investigate, lies Queen's private chamber.
Is there any kind of clues in the Queen's chambers if we spend some time looking around?
Yeah, let me get to this. Yes, okay, so in here, first off, you see items from Gudarania. There is a bat staff. And I will get into what it does in a second. It's a magic staff. A ring of protection, +3. Here. +2 here. But it will go up in a different tale from what I'm reading. There is a couple of scrolls that you can sense that are magic.
Yeah.
And I believe that is it for her. For the chamber itself, you see it is a it's just a private quarters, and from it doesn't look like a sleeping chamber at all. What it looks like is like part of some kind of magical laboratory with different like beakers full of liquid and books here and there, displaying different like formulae for different recipes, and a few stones here. There is rubies here, and diamonds.
Oh, do they have any engravings in them? Or are they just...
Yes,
Ooh,
actually, they
might need
have
those.
different runes etched into them, and they all are in their own. Each individual stone is in like their own. What is the word? Like their own not a brazier. It's they have their own
Like
Socket.
some kind of metal stuff that's it's in, or whatever.
yeah, like it has its own like standing socket. That's oh man,
What,
I
are they
can't.
on like a plinth or...
Yes, that's the word. A plinth. They each have their own plinth, and they are in a circle around this upraised floor. This upraised, large circular floor with different runes etched into them. It looks like part of the Formian language. And on the floor itself is more runes that are in the Formian language. It looks like some kind of either casting site or summoning or something along those lines.
Fenric, do you... Sorry, I don't know what happened there. It was like a different voice from another guy. Fenric, do you think that if we sort of, unionized a bit, I'll give you a hand and we'll try and decipher this Formian language?
Yes, I could do that. Now, before all this, I think I make an appeal to Mormac that like we really need any resource we can get, and we're going to actually try to rescue the queen and risk our lives and save the Formian race. So like, that's my pitch to him of why we go back into like the crown jewel chamber here. Can we do a ritual magic? How long would it take, and what do we got to do for conquering languages?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. I am not sure. I would say it'd probably take an hour of your time. Morak, he nods and he just barks orders to the other Mirmarks and tells them to prepare to leave as they are going to the secret chambers to try and hide from the Slod. To let everyone else know as they have a day left before the Slod's main portal opens back up. And it's time for them to retreat. But before he leaves, he leaves out of the Queen's private chamber and returns several minutes later, bringing a magical item that he calls the Helm of the Insect. And since I am not remembering Fako at the moment, I'll let you guys decipher this. You get a natural armor class of 8, where your skin hardens to an insectile carapace. And while you're wearing it, you can climb walls as though under the influence of the spider climb spell.
Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Is that changing your base AC, or is that setting your AC to that?
It does not say. It just says this magical helmet grants the wearer a natural armor class of.
Right.
I'm gonna actually go.
Natural armor class of what again?
I think that's basically saying that your armor class goes from 10 to 12.
Yeah, I'm
naturally.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say actually. Well, what do you still have armor, Francois?
I still have my half plate, but I don't have anything else.
I'm actually going to say, I don't know about you, Kane, but I actually could really use that and I'll tell you why. So I have a lot of hit points, And I have a sword that encourages me greatly to go right in the middle of a battle. And like,
Oh yeah, no, I don't care. I have plenty of stuff. Like I'm like, if somebody else wants it, just
Wait.
and I
By
can't.
chance, is it iron?
No, it's made out of that excretion that they do, that hardening material
Okay.
that they
And-
use for all their tools.
And
I
you
just wanted to
can't.
make sure it's safe for fingers.
You can't cast spells if you wear armor. If you're a wizard.
No, you can.
Oh, you
You
can.
just get an armor check penalty. Right?
Yeah, if it has a check penalty, but this is just some
Use the
special
check
helmet
penalty.
that's going to make your base AC 12.
Right.
So
I know.
you're still not technically wearing armor, I guess.
Yeah.
So
So I've been avoiding wearing armor for that reason because I've been relying more on
Shall
spells.
I take the ring of +2 protection?
yeah, I just have padded
add-on?
armor on because it just gives you a +1 and then you get no penalty. But yeah, otherwise you can cast. You just end up with negatives.
Can I take the ring?
I'm down with that. Yeah. The thing.
I mean, yeah, the ring's also going to give +2 armor class, right?
Yeah.
It does the ring of protection stuff.
Okay.
So this is what you guys have left while you're doing the spell casting. You can go and roll for that. What's left here, as you've dismantled this imposter plot of Demon-Sick / Gudorania, trying to become immortal and use these ants before they perish. What's basically left is, if she's still alive, save the queen, wherever she is. Somehow deal with the corruption, which I'm just gonna name drop it as the Iron Shadow, is what it's called. I was trying to dance around that, is hard enough. Trying to spell that somehow. Somehow deal with the Slod, and it sounds like their place has been infected by the Iron Shadow. And that's about it. Just try and... But these are all options. Just save the Formians, get the Scepter, save the Queen, and deal with the Shadow.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
let's go talk to these people. I was kind of joking about
Who
Merrick
can take
Half-
the staff of bat? Because we still have that left behind.
Yeah, if anybody wants it.
Yeah, I
bat
mean,
staff,
we're not going to leave anything behind. Like,
Because I have the ring.
I have a
Fender has
collection
the
of
helm.
stuff. Oh, but what's Ripkin's AC? Because what's our warrior's armor class? Because you have like half plate, right? Maybe it would be better for Ripkin to have the ring.
True, yeah, because right now I've just got leather armor. So I'm at a
Okay.
12 or 13 until this soup wears off, but yeah.
I forgot what leather armor adds.
It's +2.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
This makes sense because good old classic Holy Trinity gameplay. Like
I'll
me and
trade you
Ripken
my
up
half
front.
plate for the
And
leather.
then behind me and Ripken, you could have Francois and
Yeah.
Kane casting spells.
I'll
Well, I
trade you
mean,
my half plate for the leather. It's +7 for half plate. I'll take your leather.
Sure. I'm trading up. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
okay. The bat staff is 5 feet long. It's made of black iron and topped with a stylized bat with wings outstretched. Whoever wields the staff can use 3 different powers. You get shielding. This calls forth a number of flitting black energy shapes which dart and swarm around the staff. These shapes obscure the vision of anyone within 5 feet of the staff, except the wielder, effectively blinding them and forcing them to take a -4 penalty to their attack rolls. Those outside the radius of the shapes still have difficulty in making out the exact position of the staff wielder and get -2. And this, it has 30 charges, and this power remains active for 1 turn per charge. You can summon bats. You can summon 3 D10 normal bats, or, and this sounds like the best one, 1 D4 giant bat. And they will obey
Yeah,
the
you just give
will.
that to Fenric so that you can fight with a staff and a sword like he's Gandalf or something.
He's Bat Gandalf. Yeah,
Oh,
so they will
man.
obey you for a turn per charge, or until they're slain. And then you can get Sonic Sight. The wielder can perceive things around them with a radius of 50 feet, as though through a bat's sonar. Like that
That'd
is,
be very handy.
yeah, you can perceive shape and movement in the dark, but not color. And again, that's 1 hour per charge for that one. There's also another item called the Cloak of the Bat, which we'll talk about that later.
Oh my god, is that just Batman's head? Yeah, I'm Batman.
You can change people into man-sized figures in the bat.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I like, you know, obviously whatever those scrolls are, but I'd like to take those scrolls so that I can later, you know, study them and try to learn the magic on them or whatever.
Are we going to take the gems with us, or just keep them there?
Oh yeah.
so when we
Well,
come
if they're
back?
supposed to be there, we should leave them there, right?
Quick question: does it look like there's missing gems in the pedestal or whatever they're on?
No, it looks like they all have their own place and none look taken.
Okay.
Maybe that where this is what the Queen used to teleport around or something.
B. And you guys were doing the Circle of Mages, if I remember right.
Yeah, I got a
decipher it.
20, so Ross gets an extra +3 to his comprehende languages check.
So you're comprehending.
I rolled a natural 20. So with a
Ooh.
yeah, so that would be with a +6, that would be a 28.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
And then, well, you double your level bonus, right? So you would get +6 plus your intelligence, and then +3. So you're looking at over a 32 probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for several days, I can I can read, write, understand, and speak all languages, regardless of origin or modernity.
Ooh.
I can speak to any creature, including unintelligent beasts like eagles and ants, to the extent that they're
You have
able
a
to
bag of
breathe.
lurkers?
Shit, now you'll know. Now you'll finally know that I'm not lying about horses. We just need to find a horse.
Yeah.
We do have a bag of lurkers.
Yeah.
I'm sure that if I open
19
the
of
bag
them
and I'm just like, hello, they'll just be like, hate, feed, hate, and I'll be like, oh, okay, and I'll close the bag.
Exactly. They're just babies. They need their food.
Violence.
I give them one of-
Violence. Oh, okay.
I give them one of my rations to settle their squirming.
Now you have to roll a d5 to see which finger you lose.
Oh, oh man, 1 sec.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so you're comprehending languages. The stones on here. This looks like a gateway, a portal, a summoning circle.
I knew it.
Can someone roll a d5 on the was it table thing for on Foundry for me, please?
What?
I need to figure out what finger I lose.
No, it was a joke.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a joke. You got a 5, whatever
1
finger
sec.
that is. I guess you lost your thumb.
Okay, well, what if these stones are the way to get to the Chamber of Deep Magic, right? Is that a big duh? Like, yeah.
if we reconfigure them or something?
Well, I mean, if so, so Glenn, you said that when I look at the stones, the runes on them indicate that they're a gateway. Is what it says, a portal.
Yeah. So these look like a gate, and reading each of the stones, it looks like a gateway to Bitopia.
Oh.
But as you see, some of the crystals look cracked, and so you do not know if that happened with like just small like spider webs throughout some of the rubies. And you know that from reading into this, even the slightest mistake in the gem cause disaster for the spell. So where this gateway really teleports its caster to is hard to say, but it's an
Is
original
there any
intention.
way to discern whether it was broken before or after it was used? Is there any kind of like magical residue trace?
CSI.
Detect magic at least.
Yeah. Can I bust out
Sadly,
my tricorder and?
All right. Okay. Yeah, you can Doctor Bones and Spock your way through this. Let's see. Yeah, you do that, and you're looking around. You can see that this was used in the past few days, and through the journals, though, that Finner can help decipher. It says that the Queen actually made sure that these were pristine crystals that the Formians got. Pristine like gemstones, rubies, and diamonds and such. So they should have been in good shape. Said she used them before, and that all was well when she Topia did some trade. But when she got back, the crystals looked cracked. She doesn't know if it was an act of sabotage. She had her staff, her soldiers looking into it. I don't know why I said staff, but anyway. And the last entry says that she's not feeling well. That he is going to try flee before whatever ails her spreads to the rest of her kin. And that was dated 3 days ago. And so yeah, you can from that it seems like it was sabotage, and that she fled without telling anybody where she was going to try and prevent this corruption spreading to everybody, but that failed.
Okay, so there's at least a possibility now that this queen is on another plane of existence, but either way, these stones aren't going to get us to the Chamber of Deep Magic, so it sounds like we just gotta go on up the river and just do it. Just go up there. And I also want to. I think these folks, the people from Arcadia, like they might go with us because they're just going to perish here.
Oh. There are details on how to activate the portal. To do the portal ritual, if you want to do that. You're coming up at 8, so I guess we'll end the session there, but we can still talk further steps.